All right. This is where some of the problem comes in, because we're not having a conversation. See, you're not asking me questions. You're just assuming that I'm not supporting and giving my daughter the tools that she needs. And when we make assumptions, well, we know what happens, right? So here's the deal. I shared this much of the entire story, correct? I mean, I told the whole story in 5 minutes. And clearly, that is not the type of decision that anybody makes in a 5-minute window. So just to be perfectly upfront and blatant about this, I have been in therapy consistently for years on end, okay? I have been in the coaching field for the past 15 years. I hold multiple certifications in multiple different things. I also am neurodivergent, on top of the fact that I am extremely self-aware, okay? Healing is my niche. That is literally deconstruction and healing. That is what I spend all of my time, energy, and effort helping other people do. So I'm very well aware of where needs fall. My daughter being neurodivergent, removing her from where she has always lived and the people she was always close to was brutal, okay? She did not appreciate it. She did not react well to it. In addition to that, when we moved to Pittsburgh, I didn't know anybody. So I had very limited resources down here. Up there, she's living with 2 people who love her more than words themselves. She's in therapy every single week. And in case you're wondering, she's actually been in therapy since she was 3 years old. Okay. So therapy is not new for her. We have been working very closely with her doctors, everybody for years on end. All right. My parents are retired in their helicopters. Okay. I was born in the early 80s, grew up in the 90s. I had a helicopter parents. Okay. She is the type of neurodivergence that needs a very set, scheduled routine every single day, no matter what. My son and I, we are the kind that we fly by the seat of our pants. We do not like routine. We do not like structure and that kind of thing. She is in the best place right now where she can prosper. We are all thriving. I don't know where you didn't hear that in the original story, but I said that. We are all thriving, okay? My son's behavior has improved. My daughter is literally, I have never seen her doing so well, okay? And I am in a much better place. See, because what I didn't talk about in that video was my trauma. So as you're telling me to go to therapy, I've already been in therapy. I've already done therapy. I've already gone through so much of it. And I got to the point where I couldn't heal anymore as long as I was still standing on the same corner where the trauma happened. I needed to move for me to finish healing, for me to not be a shell of a person. And my whole point of this story is the fact that when you are healed, you don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing, as long as nobody is, as long as there's not abuse. My child is in no way, shape, or form in any sort of harm, upset. We talk every day. We talk on FaceTime every day. I'm driving up there for her concert this week. Not that you asked, not that I need to tell you that, because I don't. But I am, because this is the problem. You came at me with your own assumptions, and you did not ask me one question to figure out any more information. I'm not justifying anything. I'm here to tell people that if my family and your family don't look exactly alike, it's okay. It shares the same amount of love. We don't always grow up to be where we thought it was going to be. And that's okay.